What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of ForneverNews! In today's episode, we've got some stories to talk about. Okay, people, so for starters, one of the biggest stories we got to cover today is a recent interview that came out with the creator of Attack on Titan, Hajime Isayama, and yeah, fans are going in, and it definitely is not looking great in terms of the reception. At the very least, a lot of fans are very upset. They're calling Hajime Isayama all sorts of names. They're saying that he just he got caught slipping, so to speak. So we're definitely going to get into it because, yeah, a lot of people are angry right now. It seems as though ever since the ending of Attack on Titan's manga, it's just a never-ending roller coaster ride of people going angrier and angrier against Isayama, Attack on Titan, and the franchise as a whole now, but we're gonna get into it. Got a couple of pieces of Tokyo Revengers news, including a live action, I believe it's a film if I'm not mistaken, a trailer that recently came out, also a total sales update. Yet again, Tokyo Revengers just exploding, alongside the sales of a few other series like Seraph of the End and Kaiju number 8. We got a really interesting and kind of strange article where basically the Navy is using Pokemon to recruit people. I mean, they've done similar tactics before, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of looked at this posting and was like, what the hell is going on here? Small update on the Jujutsu Kaisen website that they recently announced they were opening with like history of Shibuya and things like that. Apparently a manga pirate website owner recently got convicted and he's about to do some time. We're gonna get into it. We got a new visual for the upcoming Demon Slayer stage play, and I always love looking at the visuals that they put together because it's a live action stage play, and yeah, interesting. And we got to look at the author of Inuyasha's work schedule, and fam, you're not gonna even expect it that this author that is very, you know, in their upper years, so to speak, you know, pretty old at this particular point, is working this crazy. It's very inspiring, and we're gonna get into it. And yeah, people, those are the stories we have for this episode. Without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of ForneverNews, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, people, so let's start off with a little bit of Rumiko Takahashi. Now, if you don't know who Rumiko Takahashi is, then maybe you're not that familiar with Inuyasha, or you're just not familiar with who the author is. However, Rumiko Takahashi, legendary mangaka. Honestly, arguably one of the most legendary and one of the most successful of all time in terms of this creator has done multiple upon multiple hit series, from Inuyasha, Maisani Koku, Ranma 1/2. Like, there's a long list spanning back to, like, I want to say the 70s of different series that Rumiko Takahashi have created that have gone on to become major successful ones. Obviously, nothing to the level of Inuyasha regarding the other ones, although they were pretty damn successful, especially like the Ranma 1/2s and Maisani Koku. However, you would think at this particular point, right, because she's, if I'm not mistaken, in her 60s, right, you know, pretty up there, and yet this woman is still working like if she's a 20-year-old that just got their first shot in Weekly Shonen Jump. When I looked at this, I was baffled. Let's read. It says, manga creator Rumiko Takahashi releases her hectic daily production schedule. Manga creator Rumiko Takahashi opened up a Twitter account the other day with the help of her editorial staff, letting fans ask the legendary creator of Ranma 1/2, Urusei Yatsura, and Inuyasha whatever they like. The first question that the manga creator answered was what her usual schedule looked like, and it's as busy as you could imagine for a creator as popular as Takahashi. And here's what it looks like. During production time, in the morning, pencil 7 to 8 character sheets. 12 p.m. lunch and housework, so you know, just a typical lunch and whatnot. 4 p.m. reading and housework. 7 p.m. dinner and housework. 9 p.m. drawing. And that doesn't sound like much, right? But 9 p.m. drawing, and then it goes the next day. 9 a.m. finish drawing, go to bed. So basically, Rumiko Takahashi draws from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. Straight 12 hours where everybody, you know, is resting and whatnot. Rumiko Takahashi is burning the midnight oils, working. And then it's 12 p.m. lunch and housework, 4 p.m. drawing, 7 p.m. break and dinner, 8 p.m. resume drawing. Next day, 9 a.m. finish work. So then that's another 13-hour. Like, yo, I'm not even gonna lie, if you're not inspired by this, if you're not just taken back, like, wait a minute, because reading at the end it says, while the question asked for a daily schedule, it seems like Rumiko Takahashi runs on a sort of 3-day schedule during production time, where the 63-year-old only sleeps for a few hours on the second day and drawing all night long. Hopefully on her off days, Takahashi is able to rest and sleep. Absolutely. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, some people, they look at that as like, yo, what are you doing? You're going too hard or whatnot. I get inspired. That makes me right now, I want to record 10 videos for the next 10 hours or 20 videos for the next 10 hours, whatever, and keep on working and keep on grinding for you guys. Like, that gets me going. I'm not even gonna lie. Hearing stuff like that, that inspires me, because again, that's a 63-year-old woman that is putting in all that effort, all that time. Like, yo, if that doesn't get you like hyping, like, okay, I need to step my game up, I don't know what will. Shout outs to Rumiko Takahashi, one of the hardest working manga artists I've ever heard of, 63 years old and still working like a brand new Jump author, for example. Like, absolutely insane, and my hats go off to you. Okay, next up, we got a visual for the upcoming Demon Slayer stage play. It says, Butai Kimetsu no Yaiba Sono ni Kizuna stage plays new visual. The stage play will be held on August 7th through to August 31st, 2021. And just taking a look at a visual, at the very top, they got Muzan, then they got, what's the name, the spider demon, right below him, and then at the bottom, you got all the Hashira, the backs of them. Then, of course, you got the main cast, Zenitsu, Inosuke, Tanjiro, Nezuko. It looks really great. Honestly, they always, when it comes to, at the very least, the promo pieces, like promo images and stuff, they usually do a bomb-ass job for like these stage plays like Naruto and a few other ones that I've seen. Like, they really do a good job. Like, this looks really sick. This looks like, honestly, it would be a live-action film, and this is just a stage play. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I wish I could be there to see these stage plays. This looks like it would be so much fun. Like, granted, obviously, I can't understand Japanese like that. Like, it would be a little difficult to understand, but, I mean, I've seen Demon Slayer like 4 times now, I want to say, and I read the manga. I think I get the gist, and I just have a fantastic time watching them perform live. Like, that would be so freaking awesome. I wish I could see it, but that visual looks fuego, flames, love it. Moving forward, it seems as though the battle against piracy continues, and yeah, they took someone down. They took down a big name, because apparently, according to this, it says the operator of closed illegal manga reading site Manga Muda was sentenced to 3 years in prison and a 10 million yen fine today. So what would 10 million? That'd be $100,000, basically, around there type of fine. Kodansha issued a statement commenting on the judgment, confirming they are determined to fight against piracy in various ways in the future too. And I'm wondering, is that the same pirate that was behind, like, they were coming after them because of like Attack on Titan leaks? I'm not really sure, but 3 years in prison. Now, don't get me wrong, you were running an illegal site. Like, there's a difference. You gotta look at it like, take it to just, you know, drug game, for example. Are you gonna go after the dealers or the addicts? Are you gonna go after the pirates or the people that are supplying the actual piracy and things like that? So that's kind of a different area altogether. But fam, 3 years in prison. That shit is crazy. That is definitely going to be like, they just made an example out of this person. They made an example out of this one of like, yo, y'all see what we talking about? We ain't playing now. No more games. So I don't even want to say my heart goes out to this person, because at the end of the day, you are costing them millions and millions of dollars. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's also the argument of, hey, these people weren't going to purchase things anyway. But regardless, yo, that's a huge copyright infringement. I don't know if 3 years in prison, obviously I'm not a judge or what, but 3 years in prison, that sounds a little crazy for, you know, manga piracy website. But yeah, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. What do you guys think about 3 years in prison for hosting a manga piracy website, you know, supplying manga and stuff like that? Like, it hurts the creator, so I get it, but damn, 3 years in prison. Like, imagine going to prison and people being like, what you in for? Yeah, I was supplying some manga, fam. Nuts, crazy, and wow. Next up, we just got a small update in case you missed it in the last episode of ForneverNews. We talked about Shueisha creating a Jujutsu Kaisen website that was going to give a lot of information on Shibuya and things like that. Well, apparently, according to this, it says Jujutsu Kaisen Shibuya Jihen Yukikate website is now up with Satoru Gojo's perspective. It says Satoru Gojo's promotional image from the Shibuya Jihen Yukikake. Oh, wow. Is it Yukikake? They spelled it 3 different ways. Holy shit. Satoru Gojo's promotional image from the Shibuya website is now up. And yeah, it's something I think we've seen before, if I'm not mistaken, from one of the either colored pages or a cover. But yeah, so people that want a little bit of information, if you could read it. Either way, it just showcases that they're ramping up even further. Y'all remember we just talked about that they announced that they're doing a 2 million initial print run for the latest Jujutsu Kaisen volume. They're going ham. They're going to promote the living shit out of this. They want another Demon Slayer, and so far from what it seems like they're getting another Demon Slayer with Jujutsu Kaisen, but shout outs to Jujutsu Kaisen. Shit is going crazy. Okay, people, next up, I found this to be quite hysterical. I remember back in the days, there was a newspaper article from, I want to say like 2003, if I'm not mistaken, that they were using Dragon Ball Z to try and get people to enlist in the Navy. Like, yo, you like action like Dragon Ball Z, then you should definitely join, or else the Army, or something along the lines of that. Like, it was nuts. And apparently, they're still using similar tactics. This time, they're using Pokemon Go. Do you like playing Pokemon? Would you like to play Pokemon Go around the world? The United States Navy has the ability to take you around the world, allowing you to play Pokemon Go and help you achieve the goals of being a Pokemon master. Come talk to your local Navy recruiter today and see what the Navy can offer you. And fam, I'm good. I stopped playing Pokemon Go about 5 years ago. I think y'all can have that one. But hey, if you want to go and capture a Lugia, you know, in Guatemala or some shit, by all means, the U.S. Navy can take you there. Wow. Are they even allowed to do that? Just wondering, like, isn't that a little bit like, how are you using an intellectual property to promote, you know, what you got going on? I don't know how that works, but that is just ridiculous and insane. And like, yeah, I don't think they could play Pokemon Go either way. Like, are you allowed to bring your cellular device and just, hey, the battlefield, motherfuckers is getting shot. Yo, there's a Gyarados over there. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna get your peel top trying to catch a Lickitung? Like, my mans, stop it, please. Absolute insanity. But hey, if you want to go capture some Pokemon along the way, by all means, the United States Navy, they're there for you. Moving forward, we got a slew of manga sales updates for the entirety of what they've sold thus far. For starters, the newbie Goliath giant monster, haha, pun intended, Kaiju number 8 has currently reached 2.5 million copies in circulation. So that means total it's done 2.5 mil, which is crazy. It's a Jump Plus title. It's not in Weekly Shonen Jump, it's in the Jump Plus magazine. I don't know, man. Jump Plus is looking like it's going to be here to stay, because that's 2.5 million. I think it only has what, 2 volumes out or some shit like that, and like the first volume is already at over 1 million or something. Like, this is absolutely nuts. 2.5 million, major congrats. Expect, I want to say late 2023 or early 2023, somewhere around there is when we'll be getting the Kaiju number 8 anime. That's just my guesstimation. I think somewhere in 2023, like 2022, it probably might get announced towards the end or something like that. But yo, Kaiju number 8, it's awesome. I really need to catch up, and I've been saying that in the last few videos, but yeah, I need to catch up. Then we also have Seraph of the End, because according to this, it says it has reached 12 million copies in circulation, and that's another one that I want to get back into. There's just too many anime and manga, too little time. Like, I really want to get in and see what's been going on with them. Honestly, I'm shocked that it's still going. Like, just keeping it real, I can't even believe that we're still doing this. But I remember really enjoying the anime. I remember really liking what they did, and yeah, I want to say I left off probably towards the end of season 2. I think I never finished season 2, but I liked what was happening. I need to get back in and see what's been the latest shindigs with Seraph of the End, and yeah, it's really awesome. I don't want nobody to get killed. Yeah, I like the opening. Leave me alone. And another newly found Goliath, Tokyo Revengers, currently has 19.8 million copies in circulation, basically 20 million, and 5 million of those was just done within the last 6 months, because that was what was reported. We got 5 million in the 2021 half-year sales thus far. That's freaking crazy. This anime is blowing this shit up. I'm expecting 30 plus million by the end of this run of the anime and stuff like that. Probably even more, maybe 40 million. Major congrats. I'm sure Kodansha is really happy right now, because with Shingeki no Kyojin Attack on Titan coming to an end, they were probably like, man, you know, what's gonna make us money? And don't get me wrong, it's kind of crazy because Tokyo Revengers just announced that it's entering its final arc. But in the meantime, that's going to bring in a shit ton more money for them. So yeah, shout outs to Tokyo Revengers. And while we're on the topic, a live action film, they just dropped a trailer. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of trying not to spoil myself. But like, hey, if you're caught up with the manga, by all means check it out. But I'm an anime only right now, and I might keep it that way, at least for the duration of season 1, just because I really enjoy getting this every Saturday. But yeah, there's a new trailer out for the live action film, and it seems like they're handling things pretty well with the, you know, the Tokyo Revengers properties, because like the stage play looked dope, and yeah, from the little bits that I did see of the trailer, it looks okay. And either way, like, they're doing it big. Like, it's already blowing up because of the anime. Now you got a movie coming out. Like, this is all perfect timing. Okay, people, and lastly, the big enchilada, the story I'm sure a lot of you people tuned in for. The Attack on Titan creator Hajime Isayama is catching more heat due to a recent interview that just came out, because it contradicts things, and a lot of people are saying, haha, we got you. Like, it feels like, you know, it's one of those scenarios, right? Like, they say when there's blood, the sharks smell the blood in the water and they come for you. The sharks smell the blood right now, because at every twist and turn, I'm noticing that every few days or every week, we're getting something else where fans are coming at Hajime Isayama. This time it's because of a new interview that, just keeping it real, it does contradict some things that he said back in 2015 regarding a chapter that came out in 2013, chapter 50 in particular. But let's take a look at this newfound interview, and then I'll give you guys an idea of why people are really upset. And I can understand the frustration, but let's read. Eren x Mikasa represents wisdom, courage, and strength, not in order. Mikasa is the strength because Hajime Isayama thought it'd be interesting distributing a woman the role of Red in a Super Sentai superhero team. Basically, he thought it'd be interesting to have the female be like essentially the strong protagonist of the crew, opposed to, like, you know, let's just say a three-man squad of Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Especially early Naruto, it was really, you know, Sakura played the field. What if Sakura was like the Naruto Sasuke combined and being the lead of it all? That's basically what he was trying to say. The plot about Eren x Mikasa had been planned out all along, but Eren's in the final chapter, spoiler alert, by the way, a little bit of a spoiler of what happened in the final chapter here. Eren's "No, I don't want that" segment came to Hajime Isayama when he was drawing the panels. Basically, when Eren got really upset and said, "No, I don't want her to go with no other man," that was, you know, a spare of the moment thing. Yams, which is what Hajime Isayama goes by as like a shortening for it, loves whiny Eren. So when he was drawing "No, I don't want that," he thought to himself, ah, Eren is back. So in his mind, that whiny version of Eren, the "oh no, I don't want," basically the more childlike, shonen feeling version of Eren, that's what Isayama thought in his head. That's not what I've thought for a while now, since about 2017. That's not Eren to me anymore. That was like a part of him. That was the innocent part. Overall, I like the other Eren, and I think a lot of people can agree you like the other Eren that was like, yeah, we're gonna save our people, you know what I'm saying? By any means necessary. By any means necessary. One more time. By any means necessary. That's the Eren I love. Regarding the depths of characters, Yams thinks that from the perspective of an author, he can always show these deceased characters in panels again through memory scenes, so he doesn't feel like, oh, these characters are dead. And then this part right here. After reading chapter 50, the scarf scene between Eren and Mikasa, editors thought Eren and Mikasa were going to kiss, but Yams felt shy drawing that, and he wasn't certain with his ability to draw their dynamics after a kiss. Looking back, Yams hoped he was more brave in drawing a kiss, because Mikasa probably wanted a kiss. Now, you probably heard all of that, and maybe you might be thinking, so what does that have to do anything? Like, what he said was wrong there, Fornev? Why are people upset? Let me tell you. In 2015, when Hajime Isayama was interviewed, and he talked about chapter 50 in particular, in case you don't know, chapter 50 was when Eren went up against the Smiling Titan, and the Smiling Titan killed Hans, or Hannes, however you pronounce his name. That was what happened there, and then there was like a small scene between Eren and Mikasa, and some people speculated maybe they might kiss, but Eren really wasn't into that. And in 2015, when questioned about that, his response, Hajime Isayama, was, oh, no, it's more of like a motherly bond that the two of them have, Eren and Mikasa. So him now going into and, you know, creating what happened at the end of Attack on Titan, where Eren's like, oh no, I don't want her to end up with nobody else. Basically, people are saying, so wait a minute, if Eren looked at Mikasa as a motherly figure in chapter 50, did Eren want to smooch his mom? Like, what the hell is going on here? Basically, Hajime Isayama got caught in a way contradicting and retconning an initial setup that he even further explained in 2015 in that interview was just a motherly bond. Like, it was like Mikasa was, you know, the strong protector. Now, him doing what he did, and even what he's saying in this interview of, yo, you know, I wish they would have kissed. I wish I would have been able to do that. It's bullshit, because that's not what was in his mind. 2015, he didn't say that. He said it was a motherly thing. So unless Hajime Isayama has gone batshit crazy or whatever, it's considered a retcon at this point. He changed what was initially supposed to happen there because, yeah, it was just a motherly thing and he wasn't thinking of them paired up or whatever. Like, you could tell, and I'll just be real, like, just straight up and down, there was changes made along the way significantly. I don't know if it was the publishing company Kodansha, I don't know if it was Besatsu, I don't know if it was Isayama himself that just things changed along the way, but he changed the story, he changed the structure, especially at the very last moment, because you said in 2015 they was like a motherly bond. How do you go from that to now you're saying, yeah man, in that scene I actually wanted them to kiss. Mikasa probably wanted it, I should have had him kiss. Like, unless you're into some weird ass, you know what I'm saying, type of fetishes, that wasn't going to happen. You kind of are retconning shit. So I understand the outrage. I don't think it should be to the extreme of how people, you know, taking it to the next level. And in general, it just seems like every time this man says anything, like, there's people now at this point on Twitter commenting, please, in the interview, don't talk about Zeke. Don't talk about Historia. Just don't talk, because they feel like he's going to just ruin everything that they've thought about those characters up until this point. And to a certain degree, it just feels like either Isayama didn't plan things right, or just something happened. Something changed dramatically at this point for Isayama to be talking this way about these characters that since 2017 have not been this way. It's been totally different vibe, totally different. Like, the characters have changed, grown, thrived, been through some shit. So to be saying these things now, like, yeah, if he was talking this way prior to this time skip, prior to everything we've seen, I could throw the argument like, no, yeah, that totally makes sense. But he's going off a premise based on something that was maybe initially he was thinking that way, but then again, no, because he said in 2015 it wasn't that way. He changed it. Bottom line, there's a retcon there, and fans are really, really pissed off. Basically, Hajime Isayama got caught up. He got caught out there, and it's crazy. But yeah, people, those are the stories we have for today. I'm curious what you guys think. The Inuyasha author Rumiko Takahashi with her crazy work ethic, your thoughts on that. The Demon Slayer stage play visual, that shit looks sick. The manga pirate website owner getting 3 years in prison, craziness. The Jujutsu Kaisen website with the Gojo image. The Navy using Pokemon Go to recruit people, what the hell. Kaiju number 8, 2.5 million. Seraph of the End, 12 million. Tokyo Revengers near 20 million. Tokyo Revengers live action trailer. And your thoughts on the Attack on Titan authors retcon. Absolute insanity. And your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in this episode. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of ForneverNews. Have an awesome day.
So just go to ForneverNews.